Many only think of Macaulay Culkin as young Kevin McCallister from Home Alone 1 and 2. You know, the only two that exist, because they never made any others. It never happened! However, I grew up with seeing him in a bit of a different light. Have you ever imagined little Kevin MC using his sharp wits and devious mind for a much more sinister purpose? Well, if the answer is yes, then you're in luck. Hello friends, and welcome back to ETF. The Good Son is a 1993 thriller directed by Joseph Rubin, starring Macaulay Culkin as Henry Evans, a seemingly sweet and innocent child who begins to reveal his true, disturbing nature after his cousin Mark, played by Elijah Wood, comes to stay with him and his family. This film was met with mixed reviews upon its release, with some praising its suspenseful atmosphere and strong performances, while others criticized its gratuitous violence and disturbing subject matter. There's always something unnerving about films that center themselves around sinister children. Whether it's the cult-like Children of the Corn or Damien from The Omen, the idea of an innocent child turning into a heartless and violent monster is one that seems to strike fear in the hearts of many. I have personally always found children to be fucking creepy myself, even when they are as mild-mannered as can be. Because you never know what's actually going on behind those eyes. The same can be said for most people, I suppose. The Good Son was a film that I saw pretty early on in life, and though I didn't know it at the time, it would stick with me. One of the strengths of this film is its atmosphere of unease and tension. From the opening scenes, there is a sense of foreboding that hangs over the film. And as Henry's behavior becomes increasingly erratic and violent, this tension only grows all the more. The film is shot in muted colors, with dimly lit interiors, adding to the overall sense of gloom and danger. This look brings a visual experience that is both dim and empty, almost somber to some degree. If our sponsor had been involved, they may have added a bit more color to the design. Movie Palette is an eye-catching and unique piece of artwork that holds a deep secret. Your friends and family will be intrigued by the fascinating story that each movie palette has to tell. Every stripe represents a color of a particular scene in the movie. Each stripe is put in chronological order to give you a perfect representation of your favorite film in one stunning work of art. The effect is a gorgeous and accurate representation of the colors and vibrancy found in your favorite movies. As its secret is revealed, Movie Palette is sure to become a conversational piece, as you try to guess which colors represent which scene. The best part about these for me is that it's a piece of art that showcases the visual look of a film, through the captivating color palette that makes it capture our imaginations. Not often do we see the color of a film so beautifully celebrated, which is why ETF has partnered with Movie Palette to bring you this exclusive offer. Head on over to moviepalette.com, pick the movie palette of your favorite film, and use the promo code EMBRACE15 at checkout to get 15% off your purchase. That's EMBRACE15 to get 15% off your purchase from Movie Palette. And now, back to the video. Another strong point of the film is the performances of Culkin and Wood. Culkin, who was already a well-known child actor at the time, gives a chilling performance as Henry, convincingly portraying both his charm and his psychopathy. Wood, meanwhile, plays the role of Mark with a vulnerability and innocence that makes him a sympathetic character, and an effective contrast to Henry's increasingly disturbing behavior. However, throughout the years, some critics have criticized the film for its gratuitous violence and disturbing subject matter. The film includes scenes of animal cruelty, as well as scenes of graphic violence, including a particularly disturbing sequence in which Henry tries to kill Mark. Some viewers may find these scenes difficult to watch, and there are legitimate concerns about the film's depiction of violence, particularly in the context of a child perpetrator. However, I think it's utterly nonsensical to criticize the film for these moments, because they're the entire point of what makes this concept so terrifying. We normally don't think of children as anything more than innocents. We often don't consider that traits of a psychopath develop very early on in life, and can easily begin to surface when we are children. Maybe this is because we don't want to consider it, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a harsh fact of life. There are also some plot points and character motivations that are left unexplored or a little underdeveloped. For example, the film hints at a troubled relationship between Henry and his mother, who is played by Wendy Crewson, but this is never fully explored. Similarly, some of Henry's actions, such as his decision to murder his own mother, feel somewhat undermotivated, and lack the psychological depth that might have made them a little more believable. I think I'm going to have to give The Good Son a B. This is a tense and unsettling thriller that features strong performances from its young leads. However, the film's gratuitous violence and disturbing subject matter may be difficult for some viewers to watch, and its plot and character development could have been more fully realized. Overall, while The Good Son may appeal to fans of psychological thrillers, it might not be everyone's taste. Well, friends, that's going to be all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please consider taking in more from ETF by subscribing over on Patreon. We are cranking out some fun bonus content over there that I really think you guys are going to like. Until next time, stay safe, and thanks for watching.